What's up guys, another day, another unboxing, and it's been a long time since I last unboxed a statue. So as you can see, this is one big and heavy statue. So this is Hayakawa Aki by Niren Studio. So this is gonna be my very first statue from the Chainsaw Man series. As you can see, all of these are either Demon Slayer. I got a couple of Jujutsu Kaisen, a few Dragon Ball pieces, and a lot of One Piece pieces. A couple of Final Fantasy. So this is my very first Chainsaw Man. Unfortunately, although I was supposed to have a few more pieces from Chainsaw Man series, especially from Yo-Yo Studios and Niren Studios, but the supplier said that I'm not sure if it's accurate, but they said that the order did not push through. That's why this is the only, for some reason, this is the only Chainsaw Man statue that pushed through from all my Chainsaw Man orders. The other statues was supposed to be Denji, the transformed Denji, the very epic or the very popular pose where he is on top of a lot of corpses, and the other one is by I forgot the name of the girl, the very powerful lady boss, and that's also a very cool statue from Yo-Yo Studio. Unfortunately, it didn't push through, so I'm stuck with this one Chainsaw Man statue by Hayakawa of Hayakawa Aki. But I'm sure this is gonna be very beautiful and still a worth it statue to display, and hopefully I'll get the other pieces to complement it someday. So let's start. Alright, so this is the art box. As you can see, this is a very cool art box. Very cool concept of Aki showing his forgot the what they call this summoning power, but this is a very big statue, 61 cm tall and 59 cm wide. So we'll see later how I'm gonna fit this statue on the top shelf over there. I might have to adjust Tamayo. So you see this space over here, that's probably where I'm gonna put him. I'm gonna adjust Tamayo, place her somewhere in the middle. So this is the art box, basically showing you what the statue would look like. I'm not sure if this has a light up feature, so we'll see later. Okay, so the styro here has two layers. So let's see the contents. Alright, so this is how the inside of the styro looks like. So in a second, I'm gonna remove all the paper wraps. Right, so guys, did you see my magic trick? I had to do it twice to make it work, but at least it worked. So this is what the styro content looks like. So please feel free to pause this video. As I kept on saying on my past videos, I usually do this unboxing and this this video shot for myself also, so that in case I needed to rebox these statues, I have a reference on where to put the parts back. So these videos help some of our fellow collectors in repacking their boxes, because as you all know, for those who have experienced reboxing, especially these types of statue with literally hundreds of parts, it's a real pain in the butt to figure out where small parts go to. So here's a closer look on the placement of the parts. Right, so that's it for the presentation. Unfortunately for this statue, Niren Studio did not provide any instruction manual. I'm not really sure why they think that all collectors have the gift of assembly, and they thought that it's gonna be easy, especially for this kind of statue, so many parts, to figure out how to place all of it. Like for example, this statue of Enel from, what's the name of the I forgot the name of the company. I still cannot figure out some parts on where they go to, because they do not provide any instruction. Unlike Jimmy, at least Jimmy pieces, even though they have a lot of parts, at least they provide instruction. So I do not have a hard time figuring out or doing trial and error on where small parts go into. So wish me luck on this build. Okay, sorry that I cannot find my turntable. It would have been easier to show all sides of the statue with that, but for now I'll try my best to show you around. So this is the base. It's not really that heavy compared to other bases. So I think what made this thing heavy is that giant head over there. This base is okay compared to other statue bases that I've encountered. So this really do have a light up feature, as you can see here. Right. So let's see the head next. So guys, as you can see, this is how massive this head is. So you can just imagine how big this head is compared to actual human. I'm 5'9", and this is how big this thing is. So this is how it is assembled onto the base. Actually, the head itself also is not that heavy. I thought it's heavy considering the weight of the box, but surprisingly both bases and the head is not really that heavy compared to, let's say, this Jimmy Whitebeard base or this Kaido base. I even can compare it to, let's say, their capes, Kaido and Whitebeard's capes. I think these capes alone from Jimmy is heavier than either the head or the base of this Niren Studio. So that's a bit surprising to me. So maybe the collective weight of all these parts is what made this entire box heavy. So anyway guys, let's continue on with the build. Alright guys, so we are 90% complete with this build, and surprisingly it was a fairly easy build, although it took a little effort in locating some of the pieces, that locating their pegs and their holes. But thankfully, unlike some other statues that I have, all of the pieces for this one is all accounted for. So finally we are gonna do the final touches. One of them is this hand holding the sword, and this sword, guys, is very heavy and it feels solid, looks like metal, feels like metal. So I'm gonna go, because they have a bunch of switch out parts. So for this one, I'm gonna go for the left hand. I'm gonna go with this one. Okay, so I just figured out that you cannot just choose any hand or whatever hand you wanted on each body style, because even though the body style looks the same, they are a bit different. Oh yeah, now that I put them side by side, I can see that they're really they're a lot different from each other. So this body style only is compatible with this kind of hand position, wherein he's drawing his sword almost all the way, right? Okay, so the second to the last piece has gone in, which is the necktie. So just like in all my other builds, we always reserve the last piece for the head, and this completes our build for Niren Studios Aki. So as you can see, guys, it is a very cool statue, very imposing, a lot of details going on. And oh, I almost forgot, there's also a light up feature at the back here, a USB input. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to show you guys the light up feature, but we'll see. So that's it, guys. That's it for the build, and hopefully someday I'll be able to hunt down the other Chainsaw Man pieces that I pre-ordered but got cancelled, and hopefully Aki will not be alone in the collection for a long time. So that's it, guys. I'm gonna be putting him somewhere here. So the next challenge for me is to disassemble some of the parts, just enough so I could lift it up to its final resting place around the end of the top drawer, of the top cabinet. So that's it, guys. See you on the next unboxing.